2024 NFL Draft coverage on Keon Sports is brought to you by JBL Roofing and Construction. JBL was founded by the Lewis family of Kent, Ohio in 2005 to provide residents with a reliable, professional, and high-quality level of service. Fast forward to today, JBL Roofing and Construction has become one of Northeast Ohio's most trusted roofing and siding companies, performing the highest quality work on over 3,000 roofs and projects. Mickey Mart, the moose is on the loose. Your local Mickey Mart is open now for all the food and fuel you need to keep every big game party going. Mickey Mart is proud to team up with Keon Sports to bring you all the finest moments in local sports information and entertainment. Visit www.mickeythemoose.com to find a store near you. Gotcha Covered Avon. Their team of experienced design consultants are experts in helping you find the right window treatments for your home or business. Swing by their showroom at 2525 Nagel Road in Avon to see for yourself how they can make your entire living room or any room look better with a few small suggestions and low cost. You can also find them online at gotchacovered.com/Avon. Lally's Handyman Service. From deck and fence building to indoor and outdoor remodeling, Lally's Handyman Service has you covered. Matt and his crew is well known around Keon Sports for doing a multitude of services and have hit a home run every single time. Repair, replace, and remodel with Lally's Handyman Service. Give them a call at 216-789-2047. Lou Grosso Accounting and Tax Services. Your taxes and accounting needs must be handled by the very best so you can rest easy. You can have that comfort of knowing your money is being handled by the experts with Lou Grosso Accounting and Tax Service. They prepare individual, corporate, nonprofit, and small business tax returns. They also specialize in investment accounting and managing clients' QuickBooks with over $275 million in assets accounted for. Located in Avon, they prepare your federal, state, and city return, which includes e-file and direct deposit. Please visit their website, www.lougrossotax.com, for more information. And Every Step Senior. Every Step Seniors is a full-service relocation service helping seniors to downsize and move. They handle every step of the way, including packing, moving, setup, home cleanouts, donations, and home sale prep services. Make sure you check out Every Step Seniors today. Welcome back for day 6 of Prospect Rankings, and now we switch to the defensive side of the football, and we're going to start on the back end. I'm Cole McDaniel. I want to thank everybody for tuning in once again, and let's jump right into this one. At number 3 of the safeties, Kalen Bullock of USC, and Bullock could play either at free safety or nickel. I like his length. He's great leaping ability, and he's a long strider, which allows him to close quickly to his target. He's great in zone coverage and has an extremely large catch radius, and his ball skills are impeccable. And as a fluid mover, I do think he turns quite well as well. Due to his slender build, he can be a bit overpowered. He will need to get stronger at the next level and needs to get a little bit more aggressive in run support as well. Sometimes he does hesitate when facing a double move and man coverage, but it doesn't usually cost him because he is exceptional at quickly recovering and changing his direction to get back to the football. Really could play well at that nickel spot. I do think he's probably going to best align at free safety. It will be interesting to see where he goes, but I think he can make an impact there on the back end. My player comparison for him is Jordan Fuller. My projection is a 2nd to 3rd round pick. He's going to be an early type of guy coming off of the board. And my best fits for him, Seattle. Seattle, they've made multiple changes there at safety, and I think they need another safety for sure because they're thin at that position. Houston's defense is turning into something special down there in Texas, and if they can add Bullock there on the back end, he can align well with what they already have. Arizona, they could utilize another safety on their defense that's trying to develop as they're trying to find a way to put the formula together to start winning some games. And then the wild card, is the Los Angeles Chargers. They were able to retain Bosa and Mack, so they have the edge rushers up front, but on the back end, they need some more help in the secondary with Derwin James and Asante Samuel Jr. Bullock would be great at free safety next to Derwin James. I think that would be super helpful for them. At number 2, James Williams of Miami. And he's actually been pretty slept on in my mind. A lot of people would think of him as more like the 5th or 6th or 7th safety. To me, he's number 2 because he's such a good strong safety with elite length, big strides, and plenty of flexibility as well. He's a very eager tackler with lots of value on the blitz, and I think he also has the ability to break down in space and change his direction well in open field. He's okay in run support, he's pretty fluid as a mover, and he has fairly strong hands as well. His catch radius is really what adds to his allure for me. I think that catch radius, because of his length, is one of his best features as well. He's a little bit too vertical on the way he plays because of the height he has, and he does lack some flexibility in his movements. He can improve better when crashing downhill in coverage, but overall I think Williams actually has a lot of potential in the way he flies around the field, much like my player comparisons for him, Derwin James, in the way that James flies around that football field, can be a threat in the box or a threat back there sitting in coverage as well. He has that size and that frame of J.L. Skinner, probably a little bit better of a player than Skinner. I was high on him, and he has not had the playing time that he's probably deserved, but I think Williams will probably take it to another level from what Skinner's been able to do because he hasn't seen the field nearly enough. My projection for him is 3rd to 4th round, and the best fits, the New York Jets. Sauce Gardner in the secondary. They have quite a few good corners, and overall, I've been impressed with the Jets' defense in recent years. You can add a hard hitter to that defense, that really helps out. Miami could be a good fit for him as well. They need another physical safety, and they could keep him in Miami, where he's already at, where he went to college. The Los Angeles Rams, their defense. Mind you, Aaron Donald has announced his retirement, but I think their defense is looking maybe to be the worst defense on paper that I've seen so far this offseason. A talent like Williams on the back end at least helps them a little bit as they try to add some pieces and I feel like build from the ground up almost on what they have. And my wild card's Tampa Bay. Sure, Antoine Winfield Jr. is already there, and I think they have some good guys in the secondary, but ultimately if you can add Williams to that group, I think he can make some noise down there in Tampa. At number 1, Tyler Nubin of Minnesota. He's a strong safety with some nickel ability as well. He's ideal NFL size, length, and speed downfield. He's a hard hitter, a run stopper, and is very active pre-snap, which really adds to his ability as a blitzer as well, and his ability to confuse quarterbacks. Nubin's natural awareness is elite. He tracks the ball well downfield in the trail position as well. His hips are fluid. He possesses good ball skills. And I think he's pretty versatile even though he doesn't offer elite speed. He's good enough to play in multiple different roles. Nubin does need to consistently wrap up as a tackler. Sometimes he comes in a little bit hard and doesn't wrap up, kind of throws his shoulder in there. Would like to see him wrap up more consistently. And he does have a high back pedal, which sometimes means he loses a step in transition and is a little bit slower to turn. But overall, Nubin has the makings of a guy who's going to be productive immediately in the league, much like his player comparisons in Kyle Hamilton and Brian Branch. Both pretty similar guys who could play at the strong safety position, but they've been utilized more in that nickel spot or closer to the box with their respective teams, Hamilton with the Ravens and Branch with the Lions. Nubin may land in a place where they decide to put him in more of that nickel spot, but he would be really good at the strong safety spot as well, a little bit further back. He should be a late first-round pick, maybe a second-round pick at the latest. Going to be a guy coming off the board pretty early. Green Bay would be a nice look for him, staying up there pretty close to home. Of course, the trek from Wisconsin, Minnesota, not too far away. And Seattle mentioned that they need another safety. They really need 2 more safeties back there at the moment, and adding Nubin would be huge for them. Indianapolis, he could align as a starting safety for them. make some plays happen on the defensive end. And then Buffalo as well. Buffalo, of course, needing to make a change as they're needing to replace Jordan Poyer back there at the safety position. So as Poyer went to division rival the Miami Dolphins. So potentially Newbin in Buffalo could be a really good landing spot for him as well. That does it for the safeties. We move on to the corners and finish up the secondary tomorrow. So make sure you come back for that one. Tune in. Plenty to talk about. 3 good guys to discuss, and one maybe even somewhat local to hear. So make sure you tune in.